Now I am explaining post fertilization events. Dev- Following double fertilization, events of endosperm and embryo development, maturation of ovules into seeds and ovary into fruits are collectively termed post fertilization events. Now I am talking about endosperm. The development of endosperm starts from primary endosperm nucleus (PEN) prior to embryo formation from zygote. On the basis of first division of PEN, there are three types of endosperm. Number 1, nuclear endosperm. Number 2, cellular endosperm, and number 3, halobial endosperm. Now I am explaining nuclear endosperm. The most common type of endosperm, Martin angiosperm, is of nuclear type. In the formation of nuclear type of endosperm, the first division of PEN and successive division are without wall formation, leading to the formation of free nuclei. At later stage, the wall formation takes place, forming endosperm tissue. The important example of this type include coccus means coconut, Calotropis, Malva, Capsella, Gravillaria, etc. Second one is cellular endosperm. The first and the subsequent division of PEN are accompanied by wall formation to give rise to cellular tissue. This type of endosperm is seen in Nymphila, member of family Nymphaceae and Ericaceae. Third one is halobial endosperm. Halobial type of endosperm is intermediate between the nuclear and cellular type. In this type, the first division of PEN is unequal, resulting into larger micropylar chamber and smaller chalazial chamber. Further division are free nuclear in micropylar chamber followed by wall formation as in nuclear type. In the chalazial chamber, a few free nuclear division may take place as in Aremurus, but later on free nuclei disorganize in chalazial chambers. Simultaneously, the formation of cellular tissue takes place in micropylar chamber. The halobial type of endosperm is commonly found in an order of monocotyledon called halobiales. The other example belonging to Asphodilus monocotyledon and Rulia and Hyoscyamus, that is dicotyledon. So, what is endosperm? Endosperm development precedes embryo development. The primary endosperm nucleus undergo a series of division and ultimately forms endosperm, a highly nutritive tissue which provide nourishment to the developing embryo. In plants like bean, pea, groundnut, etc., the entire endosperm is consumed in the nutrition of the developing embryo. The mature seeds are thus without endosperm. Such seeds are known as non-endospermic as they store food material in cotyledon. On the other hand, seed of cereal, coconut, castor, etc., which retain endosperm even at maturity, are said to be endospermic. The endosperm present in the seed is used up after germination in the establishment of young seedling. So now I am repeating types of endosperm. The endosperm is usually triploid 3N tissue and it formed by the fusion of three haploid nuclei. Two of these nuclei belonging to the female gametophyte, that is polar nuclei, and one to the male gametophyte, that is male gamete. On the basis of development, three types of endosperm have been recognized: nuclear endosperm, cellular endosperm, halobial endosperm. Of these, nuclear endosperm is the most common, which occur in about 50% families of angiosperm. Cellular endosperm occurs in 25% families and halobial endosperm in 19% families. Cellular endosperm is mostly confined to the dicotyledon families and halobian to the monocotyledon families, as I told you. Now I am repeating nuclear endosperm. This type of endosperm commonly occurs in polypetalous dicotyledon, example glycine max, Arachis hypogea, Malva, Citrus, Mangifera, etc. In the development of nuclear endosperm, the first few divisions of the primary endosperm nucleus are not accompanied by cell wall formation, and nuclei thus produced remain free in the cytoplasm of the embryo sac. Wall formation take place subsequently. Example, Arachis hypogea, or the nuclei remain free indefinitely. Coccus nucifera is the classical example of nuclear endosperm. The watery liquid endosperm, which fills the large embryo sac, contains numerous free nuclei. It is known as liquid syncytium. The watery endosperm of coconut contains growth promoting coconut milk factor, and that is why it is used as a nutrient medium in कल्चरल एक्सपेरिमेंट. तो इसका मतलब जो न्यूक्लियर एंडोस्पर्म होता है, इस एंडोस्पर्म में फ्री न्यूक्लियर डिवीज़न होता है, कोई सेल वॉल नहीं बनती है. तो बहुत सारे न्यूक्लियस जो है एंडोस्पर्म में फ्रीली पाए जाते हैं. एग्जाम्पल, नारियल का जो पानी है वो फ्री न्यूक्लियर एंडोस्पर्म है और उसमें बहुत सारे न्यूक्लियस फ्री होते हैं. Second one is cellular endosperm. This type of endosperm formation commonly occurs in Gammobacillus dicotyledon. Example, Adhoxa, Verbascum, etc. In the development of cellular endosperm, wall formation commences with the first division of primary endosperm nucleus. The first wall is usually laid down transversely, but the subsequent divisions are irregular. This results in the formation of an endosperm tissue where cells do not show any regular arrangement. तो सेलुलर एंडोस्पर्म में हमने क्या देखा कि इसमें जो फॉर्मेशन फर्स्ट सेल डिवीज़न होता है उसमें सेल वॉल का फॉर्मेशन हो जाता है. और फिर जैसे ही दूसरा न्यूक्लियस बनता है फिर सेल वॉल का फॉर्मेशन हो जाता है. यानी कि सेलुलर एंडोस्पर्म में हर सेल अलग अलग दिखाई देती है और हर सेल में कम से कम एक न्यूक्लियस होता है, उसके चारों तरफ सेल वॉल होती है. जबकि अब जो तीसरा टाइप देखेंगे हेलोबियल एंडोस्पर्म, उसमें बस एक न्यूक्लियस बनने के बाद एक बार तो सेल वॉल बनती है, नहीं एक सेल का फॉर्मेशन तो होता है और बाकी जितने भी न्यूक्लियस बनते हैं उनके चारों तरफ कोई वॉल फॉर्मेशन नहीं होता, यानी सेल फॉर्मेशन नहीं होता. तो ये दोनों के बीच की कंडीशन है सेलुलर एंडोस्पर्म और न्यूक्लियर एंडोस्पर्म के बीच की कंडीशन है, क्योंकि इसमें बस एक बार एक आपको सेल दिखती है और बाकी दूसरी सेल में फ्री न्यूक्लियस होते हैं जैसे न्यूक्लियर एंडोस्पर्म में होते हैं. तो डायग्राम से ये चीज़ बिल्कुल क्लियर हो जाती है. तो नाउ एक्सप्लेनिंग हेलोबियल एंडोस्पर्म. दिस टाइप ऑफ एंडोस्पर्म इंटरमीडिएट बिटवीन द न्यूक्लियर एंड सेलुलर टाइप occurs in the member of order Helobae. Example, Asphodilus. The first division of primary endosperm nucleus is accompanied by the formation of transverse wall. This divides the embryo sac unequally into a smaller chalgal chamber and a large micropylar chamber. It is followed by the free nuclear division in both chamber, but there are relatively few division in the chalgal chamber and this region often degenerate. The free nuclear division in the micropylar chambers are usually followed by wall formation and thus a cellular endosperm tissue is formed.